In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can move a communications portal full width section item such as the image or the hero or the banner or the countdown, which aren't by default included inside of a modern portal. I'm going to show you how to move this over to a modern portal so you can use it inside of all of your modern or team portals. For example, in this modern portal here, I've gone ahead and already done this. So if we go look at our site contents and our site pages, we can see that we have this template full width already moved over, so we can actually leverage all of these from the communications portal within our modern design. So you don't have to lose this with the modern portal. You can still use these capabilities inside of here. And I'm going to show you how to do that in today's video. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. This is the portal that we want to put this page into. Now you might recognize this. I've made some changes to it, but this is essentially where we made our Power App for project intakes. I just put some dashboard items on here. If that's something you're interested in learning how to do, let me know and I'll do a video on how I created these. Now you can do a lot of different things for these images, and I might change these. This was just kind of the start point for these. But what are we trying to do? We're trying to put our full width page items in here, or we could just use this for transferring pages from other portals. But if you use a modern page like this is right here, or if you're in, say, a Teams portal that has modern, and you want the full width options of the hero or the image, the banner's already here, but the other items for full width aren't currently available inside the modern design. And let's just kind of explain or show what this looks like. So if I hit the edit up here, if I hit add a section, I've got a full width section option, but if I click this, I've only got one option. And I don't have the hero, I don't have the image, and I don't have the countdown as a full width page section. And I might want those inside of this portal. So there is a way to pull that in, or just, like I said, copy any page from an existing portal into here. Let's go ahead and discard our changes, and then we'll see what we're talking about for moving it in. So now this is the communications portal, and you see I've got a full width image, I've got a full width hero, and then I've got the banner, and then I've got the countdown. This is essentially all the options. And if we go to edit, I can show how this looks. If I go to add a section here, we'll see we have the full width section. And in this version, the comms page, we've got 4 options. The 4 that I just showed you here are available to us. Let's go ahead and delete this, and then we'll discard that. So we want to copy this page into our modern design portal. Now, how do we do that? Well, let's go to site contents, and then we're going to go to our site pages, and we're going to see that we have this template full width page here. Now, what we need is a Power Automate. So let's go ahead and create a Power Automate, and we can click right here, Power Automate, and we can go ahead and create a flow. And we'll just go ahead and see your flows. And then let's go ahead and create a new flow, and it'll be just a automated cloud flow. And I always skip this anyway. And then again, we're going to add a trigger, but let's go ahead and switch over to our classic. I generally like using the classic. I use this every once in a while, but my preference is to use the classic. I've just been using that a lot longer. You can do all the exact same things. And actually you can do more in the new designer. I just find this a little bit easier to work with. And if we click on SharePoint, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to do for a selected item here, and then we're going to do our COM portal here. Now we need a list name, and if we select this, we're going to see that we don't have any options. So we're going to have to do a custom value. But what do we put in this custom value? Well, let's go back to our COM site for a second, and then we'll go ahead and close this. And then what we're going to do is go up to our settings cog here, and we're going to look at our library settings and get more library settings. And then I'm going to just change the orientation of the page so we've got the address bar in here quick. Now in this address bar, this is the list number that we need for our custom content. So we need from the other side of the 7B to right before the 7D. So let's go ahead and copy that. That is our list ID. That's what we need in order to do a custom value, is we need this information right there. So let's copy that, then head back to our Power Automate. All right, let's go ahead and paste this in there. So the next step we're going to do is get file properties. Again, it'll be a SharePoint connector. So let's find SharePoint here. And we'll do get file properties. And again, this will be our COM site. And for our library name, it'll be a custom value again. So we'll go ahead and paste that in. Now for ID, it's going to be from our selected item. And then we hit new step. And again, it'll be a SharePoint. And now what we're going to do is copy the file. And again, we'll select our source site here for our com. And then our file to copy is going to be the identifier. So let's go ahead and find our identifier field here. And then our destination is where we want to send it to. So we'll go ahead and send our modern portal here. And our destination folder is going to be our site pages. And here's where you would want to either rename it, or you could replace it, fail this action, or copy with a new name. I'm just going to go with replace. Doesn't really matter in this particular setup here. Let's go ahead and change the name of this. And it'll be copy communication portal page. And let's go ahead and save. All right, so now we've got it saved. Let's go back and test this out. All right, so to use it, all we have to do is select our template full width, and we'll go up to our automate here, and we'll see copy communication portal page. Let's go ahead and click this. It'll confirm our permissions, and then we just hit the continue button and run the flow. All right, let's go back to our modern portal and see if it copied it over. So we'll go to our site contents, our site pages, and there we go. Let's go ahead and click this. And now we've got the full width hero, banner, image, and countdown. And all we would need to do is use this page, and I recommend duplicating this page because you can always, or you can always just copy it again if you need to. But essentially, you start your design with these on the page. So if you need one of these, you have it each time for each page. Unfortunately, you still can't add it throughout your portals, but at least you have the option to use them now on your modern portal. Again, this works for a modern portal or a team portal that uses the modern. Either way, this will work. And you can actually replicate this on any portal. So if you needed to move something from the modern to the communications portal or just duplicate a page, you could use this approach in all of those instances. All right, that's it for today's video. Hope you found the content helpful. Until next time.